Cool. Okay, so welcome to the vendor tech showcase. So what we're going to do is we're going to have all of the vendors who support CWNP come up, and they're going to basically have 5 minutes to pitch their product to you. Then you're going to have 3 minutes to ask your questions. So it's going to be real quick. You know, can't snap when I'm in front of people. But it's going to be really quick and really fast, and we're just going to go bam, 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 bam through all these vendors. And so the first vendor that I would like to introduce is from Acceltex, Jason Rinaldi.
Hey everybody, lights are on bright. Good to see everybody. Thanks CWNP for allowing me. Thanks to the music guy for stepping on me. Thank you, sir. So I'm here to quickly talk about Acceltex Solutions and what we do. I always like to start with a picture of my 2-year-old daughter to lighten the mood a little bit. And if I have to be away from her, then you all have to look at a picture of her. Here's my other kid, Smitty. You'll see him at our booth, and you can feel free to stop by and razz him all you'd like. So who is Acceltex? We manufacture everything that goes around access points. So that's antennas, enclosures. I'll go through a whole list of everything, mounts. We do a lot of really unique stuff around wireless access points. Here's kind of a layout to show that we work with every Wi-Fi vendor. We're vendor agnostic. We're friends with everybody. Cisco, Meraki, Mist, Ruckus, Extreme, who I know are all in the house today. As you can see, all the stuff that goes around the access points from Acceltex, our antennas, enclosures. We do power solutions, accessories, mounts, a lot of custom enclosures, excuse me. And we're doing a lot of vinyl skinning to help with concealing of Wi-Fi or making it more aesthetically pleasing. So again, our product lines, antennas, enclosures, cable assemblies, aren't always the sexiest thing, but they're necessary in a Wi-Fi deployment. We're doing a lot of really unique and cool power solutions, including solar, which gives you the ability to go off the grid. Off the grid with your power if you need to. So if you need to trench power somewhere and it's going to cost you $100,000, we can put a solar unit out there for a couple $1,000 to give you connectivity or be able to monitor things with cameras and things like that. So I'll go through, here's some of our antennas. Obviously we have Omnis patches. We do a lot of high density patches for stadium and other large public venues. Varying degrees of beam widths. We do a lot of things that fill gaps for the Ciscos and Merakis and like I said, Ruckus Extremes of the world. We've been doing it for a long time. The owners of our company have been in Wi-Fi since before it was called Wi-Fi. Chris and Carter, I'm not saying they're old, but they're old. So we've got really small, compact designs. The one on the left there is our warehouse antenna. We had a large bottling manufacturer come to us that was having some problems with co-channel interference between the aisles. They had bottles in aisles some day, and some days it would be empty, so it was leaking out. They asked us to build this warehouse antenna, which is 15 degree by 120, so it keeps it really high and tight down the aisles. All of our antennas come standard with wall and pole mounts that are so you can articulate on both planes. Very versatile. Standard for everybody. We build all our stuff to make it easy and fast to install for you guys out there. So you don't have to use a lot of tools. A lot of it's hand tightened, so you can quickly deploy. And we're coming out with some really cool mounts soon that I'll be able to announce shortly. Enclosures, again, not the sexiest thing, but they need to be protected from the weather. We do a lot of integrated enclosures too, where they're heated and cooled, just cooled with fans. I mean, we have a ton of different varieties. We do a lot of custom stuff. All our integration's done in San Antonio, Texas. So we're able to react very quickly and pump product out. We can pump like 40 of these out a day. So we've been winning a lot of business on our turnaround time and our ability to be custom and our ease of working with us. Some of our mounting products, one of our best verticals is warehousing and manufacturing. So we've come up with some good mounts, unique mounts for that. You see the one on the top left is our co-locating mount. You got a Meraki AP in there with our warehouse antenna on the bottom, and that one allows for articulation on both planes as well. Bottom left is a similar co-location mount, but it's got just a static mount, so you could put an Omni antenna or a patch antenna pointing straight down. Most of our mounts are built so they can secure to all thread, which is just a threaded rod sticking down in a lot of buildings like that. So again, kind of unique, versatile type stuff for those types of environments. Ooh, minute left, we got to hustle. Site survey tools. We dropped Site Survey Battery Pack number 1 about a year ago, got a huge response in the industry. I'm sure a lot of people in this room have one. Version 2 is sitting on our table right now. That'll be coming out with the ability for UPoE and things like that, USB-C, so you could charge laptops and run cameras with heaters and things like that off of it. This is some of the cooler stuff that we're doing. We do a lot of custom enclosures. You see on the bottom, the 2 bottom there, we did the Milwaukee Bucks Stadium. So all the enclosures and antennas in there are ours. Did a custom enclosure over a 3800 and a 13 dBi antenna with the, that brick pattern over it, so it blends in really nicely, and you don't have those big white eyesores up there. This is another, just kind of showcasing our customization. There's a large national hardware retail store that asked us to build a versatile mount to use our 13 dBi warehouse antenna back to back. They're doing dual 5 gig. You see up there, we've got the dart connector, which is something I'll talk about. Some other customized products. There's a bubble dome that we built. That's outside the Bucks Arena as well, with a Meraki AP and an antenna. Hang on, heat sink enclosure for under seat. We're putting these out in a big stadium out west. And coming now on the shelf, we have access to the dart connector, so we've got dart connector jumpers. And we're going to be terminating our antennas with dart connectors, and those will be on the shelf shortly. Stop by our booth, get a free antenna coupon, punch Smitty if you need to. We'll be here all week, and thanks again for having me. Appreciate it, guys. Have a great rest of the show.
Mike, there we go. Sorry it took me so long to get up here after you ran out of time. It just took me a long time.
I know, it was a great walk. Thank you for
I've
that.
used Acceltex stuff and love it. Like, they make great stuff. These guys are fantastic to work with, and one of these days I really want to get one of those battery packs. Those look really cool. So
Done. I'll send you one.
I'm literally eating up your question time. Questions? Any questions? Real quick. You got Jason here for a whole 2 minutes and 36 seconds.
Minutes.
So any questions about anything at all around their product line?
You got a hand up there?
Where? I didn't see.
Straight back, this young lady.
Perfect. Yep, thanks. Who was it?
Hey, so the Acceltex cover,
Yes.
the AP covers that you sell, do you sell them always tailored specifically to an AP, or can we buy a roll of fake rocks or fake wood?
We would need the AP in our facility. So they're vinyl skins, kind of the same thing you would skin like a car with or something like that. So it's not really specific to an AP, but they will have to be heat shrinked on, and it's kind of a specialized process. So we generally take them into our San Antonio facility in line, and the manufacturer will ship them to us, and then we'll ship them to the customer after we skin them. Does that answer your question?
It does. Thank you.
right.
Cool. Any other questions? Thanks, May. Any other questions? You see any hands? Yeah.
Oh, there's one.
How about any intrinsically safe products?
We do a little bit of class 1 div 2, is that what you mean? That kind of stuff? Yeah, we do some of that stuff. It's not, we don't do a ton of it, but we have some options for that as well, because we do a lot of different types of enclosures, and class 1 div 2 is certainly one that we do. We see it more in the oil and gas industry, and those tend to be few and far between, those opportunities. So, but we do definitely have the ability to manufacture that.
Any more questions for Jason? Ooh, on the board. Thank you. Any co-loaded mounts available that can hold 2 patch antennas and an AP?
Yes, actually, I think the third to last slide there, we built that one around the 3800 because they were running dual 5 gig in the warehouses. So that one holds a 3800 with 2 of our patch antennas going back to back. We have the ability to customize that one too, so we've done it with Meraki APs and other sorts as well. So yes, we have that option. The other thing, again, is we do a lot of custom stuff. We have a lot of cool brackets that we can tweak and change, and so it makes it very easy for us to say, a customer comes to us and says, we're using this AP, but we kind of want it in this form factor, so it's easy for us to tweak. We do a lot of custom stuff and don't mind doing smaller runs of things. Good question. Anybody else?
Going once. Well, we have 5 seconds anyway. All right.
Hintersteiner?
Hintersteiner, if you're quick.
Warehouse antennas.
Yes. What about them? You want to? Yeah, so we've got, in one of the first slides, yeah, it is our most popular antenna right now. Like I said, it's 15 degree by 120. We're also building kind of a light version. We call the warehouse antenna our battle axe just because of the way the pattern is. So we're coming out with a mini battle axe that'll be 8 dBi. So it'll be a similar gain, a similar beam width with about half the gain, which some people like, so they can throttle it down a little bit. But yeah, it's a great antenna. People use it pointing down the aisles, or they're using it on the ceiling pointing straight down. They turn it 90 degrees and get the 120 going down the aisle. So it's really versatile. You could use it in a lot of situations, and huge in warehouse environments. We're doing a ton of business in that, so it's a great antenna. Good question. Thanks, Senator Steiner.
Wow.
Gonged.
That was perfect timing. Nice work. All right. Let's give it up for Acceltex. Jason.
Thank you.
Thank you.